This piece is from the 11th, when I started experimenting with putting the paint directly onto the canvas. So really these are sort of separate splodges, and there's no theme other than experiment. But I feel like a similar theme has possibly come through with a couple of the images. So in the bottom one, you can see it's like a face, but then with outstretched wings and another head on top. But what I'd actually done is I'd mixed red and black together. The black quite quickly overpowers the red, but a bit of it has come through there in the centre, and I really like the effect. And obviously I've gone over some of the shadows there with like a silvery pen, because I like the effect. In the centre it's like a fiery hand, that's also a rose. The sky is bright and sunshiny / on fire. And then to the right of this hand, from this distance it looks like a female figure. You can actually see her face. And then either a rose or womb symbolism, but I think that's probably pointed to the same thing. This bottom one wasn't paint, it was me squiggling with the pens to fill in some of that space. It ends up looking a bit like Jaws. So there's just a close-up on that side-turned head with the wings on the back. I did debate going over that black, but I kind of like the effect. I do see at least one face turned to the side in red, and kind of a dragon on the left, possibly another face on the right. This is just some squiggles, but it ends up looking a bit like open jaws with loads of gnashing teeth. I'm sure I read somewhere about Virgin Mary and Jaws, but I can't find it again now. I mentioned Mary because this rose type symbolism, it's quite lilac and purple, which apparently may symbolise mystery. I can kind of see like what looks like a sideways bird at the bottom of this. Sometimes when I look at this, it looks a bit like she's sticking her finger up at us. I don't blame her. So in the other rose, that could also be womb symbolism. I kind of see a head at the bottom that's looking to the left, and the head is like white petals. And there's another one further up that looks a bit like an animal turned sideways, maybe even a shrew with like white grey hair. So that's the top half. Close up, I don't think it looks very much like a face, but when I hold it far away, it does look like a face. And there's lots of random squiggles in there, and it looks very bright. In the sky, it possibly looks like there's a figure stood on the right-hand side of this picture. I kind of see a little outline for their head, but to the left of them, it looks like something's flying, if there is such a thing as a bat made out of sunshine. So in the centre, there's kind of what looks like a face within a patch of the sky that may be the letter R or B next to what is possibly a letter D, which is also a face. So there it is. It's kind of like disparate objects because it was just an experiment, but I do kind of like some of the effects, and I'll play around with that technique a little bit more. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.